Hi, I'm UntiStick. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
What if I told you that becoming just 1% better every day could completely change your life? It sounds too simple to work, but this tiny idea has helped millions of people build lasting success. Most people think success comes from huge breakthroughs. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or a burst of motivation, but that moment rarely arrives. Our stickman has big dreams. He wants to get fit, learn new skills, save money, and become more confident. Looking at all these goals at once makes him feel overwhelmed. Instead of taking one small step, he tries to change everything in a single day. He creates a long to-do list and expects instant results. The first day feels exciting. The second day becomes harder. By the third day, he feels tired, frustrated, and starts giving up on every goal. This happens to many people. The problem isn't that they're lazy. The problem is that they ask for too much progress in too little time. Real improvement doesn't happen in giant leaps. It happens through small actions repeated consistently. Tiny changes may look invisible today, but they never stay invisible forever. Imagine improving by just 1% every single day. 1 extra page, 1 extra push-up, 5 extra minutes of practice. These actions seem almost too small to matter. But here's the surprising part. Small improvements don't simply add together, they multiply over time. That's why the 1% rule is so powerful. Think about planting a single seed. On the first day, nothing seems different. The second day looks exactly the same. Even after a week, you might wonder if anything is happening at all. But beneath the surface, the seed is growing roots. The most important progress happens where you can't see it. Success often works the very same way. Your habits are like those hidden roots. Every healthy choice, every extra minute of learning, and every small effort makes your foundation stronger. James Clear, the author of Time's Atomic Habits, explains that habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Small gains become extraordinary when repeated over time. Imagine two people starting at exactly the same place. One improves by just 1% every day. The other stays exactly the same. At first, you can't tell the difference between them. They look almost identical. Their daily routines seem equally ordinary. Weeks later, small differences begin to appear. One person becomes a little stronger, a little smarter, and a little more confident every day. Months later, the gap becomes impossible to ignore. Tiny improvements have quietly turned into remarkable results that everyone can finally see. That's the power of consistency. Success isn't built in a single moment. It's built through hundreds of small decisions that seem unimportant on their own. So, why don't most people stick with good habits? Because our brains crave instant rewards. When progress feels invisible, we assume nothing is changing, even when it is. That's why successful people don't depend on motivation. They build simple systems they can follow, even on days when they don't feel motivated. Remember, missing one day doesn't ruin your progress. Life happens. Just don't miss twice. One small action today is always better than waiting for the perfect moment. Every tiny habit is a vote for the person you want to become. Read 1 page, take 1 walk, save $1. Those small choices slowly shape your identity. A year from now, you won't remember today's tiny effort, but you'll definitely notice the person those tiny efforts helped you become. That's the real power of the 1% rule. So don't try to change your whole life tomorrow, just become 1% better today. Start now, stay consistent, and let time